As of the time that I am recording this, Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so you know what that means. Love is in the air, and so is COVID, so make sure that no matter whose maidenhead you're taking, you're doing it safely. What am I doing during this lovely month? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'll be talking about video games. Where did I go wrong? Ow. Hi, I'm a gamer. Not because I don't have a life, but because I choose to have many. But how did I get this way? Well, today I'll be showing you how to get into the world of video games. Not just playing them, but learning about them. Originally my topic was gonna be how to be an alpha male, but that was too easy of a topic. All you had to do was drink protein shakes and brag about the fact that you're drinking protein shakes. Take note that this is not for everyone. It's a bit of a nerdy hobby, but still, just hang in there for the next 5 minutes. Well, let's start from World 1-1, haha, gamer reference. So, step 1, kill a man. When finding a video game or franchise to get into, there are plenty of options. Since some video games have movies and TV shows, take for example, the Sonic X anime, various Pokemon animes, the Sonic movie, or the Mario movie, and the Mario movie.
He's so cool!
There are also various books and comics based off of these popular video game franchises. But what if you want to, get this, play the actual video games? Well, although there are many people against this, you can play some classic games through emulation. Just type in some words and boom, you're playing Mario 64 on your computer. But if you want official ways to play older games without hardware, some publishers put their games on mobile, like the Sonic ports. Play the games that you like, or it's the ones that you already have, even if it's Just Dance 2014 for the Kinect featuring such hits as Duck Sauce It's You. There are many ways to get into learning about video games and actually playing them, but in terms of learning about them and like doing actual research, that's where it gets a bit iffy. Okay, so here's the part that sounds the worst, but is actually pretty okay. Learning more. Now, what do I mean by this? Don't just go onto the game's Wikipedia page and read that, unless you really want to. Go on YouTube, type in the game or franchise, and watch videos from people who care about it. People who not only give a review and analyze the game, but people who make it fun. I never cared about video games until 2019, when I watched a Scott the Woz video on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I had only liked the series through meme culture and through the mobile ports, but I was absolutely sucked into the world of gaming in that 12-minute video. Scott's humor and wit made me not only like his style of content, but the subject matter he made jokes around. Soon after that, I was watching more of his videos on things that were other than Sonic, which brings us to step 3, hide the body. Step 2 was about expanding your knowledge in one video game or video game franchise in particular. Step 3 is about learning about maybe a whole genre or a whole era of games. Just keep consuming content. It comes natural that once you continue to watch one video game reviewer's videos, you watch other similar channels to get other people's opinions. I really have to reiterate that this is all from personal experience. You don't really have to do any of this, but it's all just so interesting. Like, did you know that Nintendo used to run love hotels? Or that the reason Mario's an Italian man is because a hat and overalls were just easier to show using the NES's limited color capabilities? You can just stay a fan of one video game series, but there's so much more. Learning about niche details or finding others who care and know as much as you do. Sure, it's time-consuming, pointless in the grand scheme of things, and absolutely time-consuming. But it feels so fun. Like you're going on an adventure to learn all these pretty useless facts, but on the way you learn them from people with passion, people who make it all feel fun. You engage with other people who, even if they don't share the same opinion as you all the time, have the same sort of connection to a game, character, series, whatever. I just really want to share all this knowledge because I've developed a weird yet fiery passion for these discs and cartridges. Even games that I haven't played, I can still feel something towards them by knowing the stories they tell and the stories that came with developing these games. And once you've seen everything through the internet, you might want some of these things for yourself. New games and systems are expensive, funny enough. You don't want to save up some money to buy the newest game just for that game to be on par with pooplers. Always check reviews, and in terms of prices, there are a few rules. Most new games drop drastically in price over time, with the exception being Nintendo games, since it's Nintendo. Older old games are not changing in price, as the fans of those games have mostly already gotten over their nostalgia. They can still be pretty pricey, no doubt, but hype around these games has died down considerably. Prices for the Wii and GameCube era of games and systems are going up now, because the kids who grew up playing those games want to re-experience them. No matter what, collect what you want, even if you want 2 copies of Minecraft. For my personal history with wanting physical games, my sister and I wanted a Switch. We got it for Christmas alongside 2 games, and a few years later, I traded one of those games in. Wow, a gamer and a sinner? I gradually got a few more Switch games year by year. I bought video game merchandise, books, and this. Yeah, it's called The Little Gamer. I couldn't not buy it for that title alone. It actually has a ton of musical references to Pokemon Red, Legend of Zelda, and Super Mario Bros., just to name a few games. You can even enter in the Konami code. You know the Konami code, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start, used in a lot of their early titles like Contra, where'd you get 30 lives for putting it in. Yeah, you get a nice little pat on the back in the form of a little jingle after you input the code. No, I do not regret this purchase. Speaking of Game Boy looking things, I got a Game Boy. This is my favorite retro item. It's so iconic, but also has a pretty good game library. Sure, some of these titles haven't aged well, but we have some iconic games on our hands. And here's the side-by-side. Pick your poison. Hey, the little gamer thing wasn't a bad purchase in comparison to the obvious elephant in the room, and these egg holder. That's my favorite 2-word combination besides Shark Tale. Shark Tale. I hope maybe this video intrigued you just a tiny bit about the vast infinite space that is gaming information. But probably not. It's not like the concept of Mr. Nuts on the Sega Mega Drive is more interesting than anything else you've got going on. Besides, who cares about Valentine's Day and falling in love with another human being? I love video games, and besides, can a human woman do this? Exactly.